Hello, you beautiful gods and goddesses. This message is for the water signs. My Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces zodiacs out there. I'm going to start off with smudging the energy, getting this space clear for our cinnamon to bring in abundance. I pray that this message finds you well. I pray that there's something in here that's helpful for you on your healing journey. I'm getting an energy of unease. I want to say dis-ease. That's what that's the word that I'm hearing. Dis-ease. It's coming in. So it's coming in as bodily disease, like, disease in the body, but it's like a dis-ease, something that's uncomfortable for you. I'm getting that energy. And something about off track, being off track, getting off track, or feeling off track. So let's cleanse the energy. We're going to cleanse the energy with the solar plexus healing bowl. The solar plexus is the chakra that deals with personal will, the drive, that go get 'em type of spirit, that go get 'em, go for it type of energy. I'm feeling like some of the collective may be slacking or lacking in that area on certain things, not everything, but certain or specific things. There's something that you need to move forward with or go through with, and you're lacking the drive or the motivation to do so. All right, so adjust your energy space, take some deep breaths, be present, be in the moment, be mindful of how you feel during the breathing, after, before. Just be mindful, be present. Adjust your volume, close your eyes, and breathe into this moment. I just heard stagnation is an illusion. I usually pause it for this part, but the way that this, let me get it in there so you can see the way that it's smoking. But I heard the word unstuck as I was doing the singing bowl, and when I heard stagnation is an illusion, I heard you're only as stuck as you believe you are. So for the channel messages, I feel like there is some abundance trying to come in for you. I feel that very strongly, but I also feel like I feel an energy of, I don't want to say hopelessness, because it's not like a complete hopelessness where you're like in despair, or you're like locked up in a room depressed and things like that, although you could have moments like that. But it's more of an energy like there is something specific in your life that you're dealing with that is heavy for you. There's either some connection, some job, some situation, something that feels heavy for you. And your message is, if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like where you are, if you don't like what you're doing, change it. And it's as simple as that. It may feel like in the moment, in this present moment, it may feel harder than it is, but it's just hard because you're making it hard. It's hard because you just haven't made that choice that, okay, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to it. Okay, so with the channeled messages that I got for you guys, the first message I got was connect with water, and that's I mean, it fits because you're water signs, and it's like, but it's more about connecting with the emotions than just connecting with water. Yes, connect with water as well, but it's about connecting with something that you're feeling. And the question that was raised by the divine was, is there something lingering in the background that you haven't connected with and released? Then they said healing from your past. Is there something that you have not forgiven? Is there something that you feel like someone has not forgiven, of you? Like, there's some energy that is, in the background. Festering is the word that I'm hearing. And festering is in my notes. So let me get back to my notes. So some specific terms from the divine that came up is panic attacks and hypertension. Both of those came up, and then that's when I, like, now I'm thinking back to when I heard dis-ease. It's like a lot of people don't realize that, yes, you go to the doctor, you handle all of that, but if everything that you have tried thus far has not worked, then it's a bigger issue or a deeper issue than that surface level of go to the doctor and get prescriptions. It's more so about your emotions, your spiritual body, your emotional body. Like, how do you feel on the inside? What issues are you sweeping under the rug that you're not dealing with? And it says panic attacks, hypertension, and it says caused by built up, unhealed, and festering emotions. So again, that's like, it's some shit you're not dealing with, basically. Some shit that you either don't want to deal with, some shit that you buried so deep within your psyche that you forgot about it, but not really. It's like you forgot it, but not really though. Like, you may have dreams that bother you. You may have feelings throughout the day that surface and you don't know where it came from. Like, you could start off in a good mood and then suddenly your mood changes, and or it could just, you start off in a shitty mood, and then you have to, like, coax yourself, encourage yourself to feel better. And that's because there are some unresolved issues within the mind, within the subconscious, that your subconscious is still trying to deal with that. Your subconscious has not forgot about it. It's you that is trying to, let sleeping dogs lie, let the cards fall as they may, or whatever. I'm hearing that now it's time for you to try a different route. It's time for you to do something different. So I have 7-day water connection, 7-day water connection could be you just simply going by the water, just enjoying the sights of it, going swimming, dipping your feet in it, drinking water. Like if you're used to taking showers all the time, taking a bath for 7 days, it's just connecting with water, drinking more water, going on some sort of fast if you feel guided to do so. And the next message is 7-day emotional check. So if the water is not something that you want to do, or if that's not something that resonates for you, then it's about the emotional side of what water represents. It's about getting in touch with how you feel, like journaling for 7 days straight about how do I feel today. When you wake up in the morning, how do I feel today? Write down how you feel right now. Then you get a lunch break or whatever. How do I feel after all these hours have passed from how do I feel? Do I feel differently than how I felt this morning? And then finally in the night, I mean, if you can't do it that many times, just check in with yourself at least once a day. But this, I'm just saying what I feel, what I'm guided to say, and you can do before you go to bed. Like after all my day has passed, how do I feel now? Do I feel differently? Do I feel better? Do I feel worse? What issues surface for me? And do that for 7 days. And then on the 7th day, nope, on the 8th day, because you finished the 7th day. So on the 8th day, you go back and you read everything that you wrote, and do like an inventory of all the different emotions that you were going through, all the different thoughts and feelings that you were going through for those 7 days. Okay, so next we have, it says, these are in quotations, mind you. So was panic attack and hypertension. I don't know if I said that, but those were in quotation. But this message is in quotation. It says trauma bond that is unreleased. So there is like someone or something, some act, some thought, some addiction, some habit that you bonded with in a time where you were supposed to be healing by yourself, or you were supposed to be doing some sort of healing within, and you looked to outside forces for that. And it's like now you do those outside forces, you connect with those and you connect in that trauma bond as a routine now. And it's like getting to the point where they said it has gotten to the point, it's like it's past the point where it's time to release that and let that go, because it's no longer serving you, for the best outcome of where you're trying to go and who you're trying to be. It says holding on longer than you should. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. I feel winded. I feel out of breath. It's that energy of like panic attacks. When you feel like a panic attack is coming on, try to focus your mind on the fact that I'm always okay when I have these panic attacks. Yes, in the moment it feels like my world is crashing, like I'm about to die, but breathe into those moments, because panic attacks are just your body's way of telling you, look, you got some shit that you need to handle, and I need you to handle this so we can go and let it go and move forward. So breathe into those moments. I'm hearing to take in a deep breath, as deep as you can breathe in, and hold it for as long as you feel comfortable, and then blow that breath out like a dragon, like a dragon breath. Like just push out all of that, everything that you feel that feels heavy, dark, negative, stagnant. Imagine yourself pushing that out. Imagine the fire or whatever you need to imagine pushing out. But to take your breath like that. It says it's okay to release yourself from spiritual and physical contracts that are no longer in alignment with who you are growing to. So for Spirit to say spiritual and physical, the first thought that I got was there is like this physical connection. You're either married to someone, in a relationship with someone, it's a family member, a best friend. That connection is on the rocks, it's fucked up, or it has ended, and there needs to be some healing within that connection. I mean, yes, let it go if that's where God is guiding you to let it go. But there needs to be some sort of conversation. Um, I heard you've been putting it off long enough. There needs to be something said in order to get the ball rolling on the healing and the forgiveness. I'm hearing forgiveness. There is some forgiveness that needs to be had, either for yourself, for another person, or them towards you, or them towards themselves. And sometimes that can just be you just speaking it out loud. You don't even have to you don't even have to speak to that person. If it's at a stage where I don't want to deal with that, then just speak it. Like, I forgive that situation. I forgive that person. I forgive my past. And be in that moment as release that forgiveness. So we also have, it says in quotations, remember quotations are words, specific phrases from spirit. And it said, be not dismayed. So you may feel like it's not going to work out if you say something, or you may feel like, if I just say I forgive this such and such, just randomly or whatever, it's not going to work. But you have to be intentional, first of all, and second of all, you have to have the faith that all is well, all will be well regardless. So after that, I got a few messages back to back directly from spirit. So it says choice. So of course you have a choice on if you want to speak to this person or about this situation, or if you want to bring up this situation or whatever, and you have a choice not to. It's your choice. But the message is either choose to remain the same or choose to change. It's your free will. It's your choice. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And it says, I cannot stand this phrase, so I don't even know. It's like, I know that this message, it came from somebody's spirit team, because I cannot stand this phrase. But it says, the definition of insanity is repeating something with the hopes of a different result. I don't like that phrase, because that's not the definition of insanity. If you look up insanity, that ain't nowhere near in the definition. But people like to say it, and I guess it is a helpful statement for people. Obviously it is, because Spirit has me saying it, and I am so opposed to this phrase. But the truth is that statement, I mean, it's a dice roll. It could be true, it could not be true. It just really depends on, it's like a 50-50 chance of it being true. Sometimes you can continue to repeat a cycle, and even though you're in this cycle, the things within it, that a person, a situation, those things can change, and they can evolve into something better, and that cycle can get better. But most often than not, that I feel, is that if you remain in something and it's not changing, it's not going to change, but you still stay in it, even though you don't see any type of change, you don't see no type of change whatsoever, but you still stay in it, hoping that it's going to change, you crazy. No disrespect, but I mean, it's just is what it is. You can't be in a situation that you don't see no movement, no change, nothing whatsoever, no hopes, no silver lining in it or whatsoever, but you still, but you're the only hope within that situation. Just let it go. It's not for you anymore. Everything has its time in our lives, and sometimes it's harder for us to let those things go, especially when we have invested so much into it, especially when there's love involved, or when there's routine involved or comfortability involved. But you have to remember that we were put on this earth to be happy. We weren't put on here to be fighting and struggling all the time and to be depressed and be wandering this and wandering that. It's about evolution. That's why we're here, to evolve, to uplift, to encourage not just ourselves but others. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so it says that if you stay stuck in a situation or connection or a mindset or emotional phase that, you know, is no changes in it, it's not getting better, nothing is changing whatsoever, and but you still expect for something to be different, that feels like you're in a phase of self-sabotage. It's like, do you really believe that you should be hopeful in this moment, or are you just afraid of what you don't know? You're afraid of what's going to come next. You have all these different ideas or thoughts, or you hear all these people tell you what would come after this or what could come after this, but that does not have to be your situation. Every single person is different. That's why we are called individuals. What happened to one person might not happen for you. What one person tried may not have worked, but it may work for you. You just have to have faith in the guidance from God. If God is trying to tell you to move on and move forward or break through, then break through. Just trust. So I got the numbers. Okay, so there are some other words that came up. Stagnation, stuck energy from the fear of the unknown. I feel like I had to go on and say that, because even though as I was speaking and I was looking at my notes, I was channeling in this moment, but I still feel like I have to say the channel messages that I have written down. But anyway, so the numbers that came up were 777. I personally feel like sevens are luck, and but a message that was coming up with the 777 is either you are into numerology, the study of numbers, or you're like into counting money, you're good at counting money or finances or something like that, or you're into semantics, you're into like wordplay, or you like you may not always correct people, but you always have the urge to correct people if they say something wrong or using the wrong terminology or whatever. But that message came up just from the sevens. It's like numerology and semantics. So with the numerology, with the sevens, I got 21. So on 21 in the major arcana for tarot is the world card, and the world card usually represents that whatever you want, you can have. You have basically the world at your fingertips, and it's about what you grab, if you're going to grab something. And even if we break the 21 down to 3, it's the Empress, and the Empress is about nurturing what is, nurturing what you have, recognizing, that you are royalty. Basically, you are worthy of greatness, you are worthy of great things, and anything that is not conducive of that, you eliminate it without problems, without any second thought. Because if it doesn't fit, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. I don't know where that came from, but anyway. So the next message that I got in quotations is break free. So obviously there's a situation you need to break free from, but there's this sense of freedom. There's this sense of needing to make a choice to break free. Like, breaking free ain't something that just happens. Breaking free is something that you work for. You fight to break free. That's why it's like break free. You gotta break free, you gotta break through. And this song that came, and it says, you are supported by the divine no matter what you choose. Even if you don't choose to follow the guidance, you still have the support from God. And the message from that is, if you need help, ask. Ask people, ask your ancestors, ask God, ask Goddess. And then the very last message that I got was love. And I was like, love? Is there something else with that? And it's just like, no, love. So you take that part, how it resonates for you. Love, whatever it feels, wherever it, I just heard it could pertain to it. It's a love situation that's going on that you need to break free from, but you know, take it how it applies for you. And then I got that song, I want to break free. I don't know who sings it, I don't know, but that song, I want to break free, came up. So listen to that. And that's it for the channel messages. Oh yeah, in my diffuser, I have, did I already say that? This is abundance. The cinnamon is abundance. The diffuser has clove oil, and clove is good for spiritual protection and spiritual and mental enhancements. So that's a message. Okay. They wanted this one. I was just finna go on into that after that. Like, enough is enough. Love has the power to transform and change our lives. All that it requires is faith. For faith gives love power. They're going to love again. So, love. Not Keisha Cole playing in the background. That made me think of a time when I first heard this song. And the guy that I was dating at the time, we had like we were one of those couples that broke up and made up and broke up and made up, which I should have knew at that time that was toxic as fuck, but whatever. So it was the beginning stages. We had broken up, and I was on a date with somebody else because I was in that phase of, to get over one man, you get under another one. Even though we didn't have sex or nothing, but it was like I remember sitting in the car. The guy had went in someone's house to do something. We were about to go out, and this song came on the radio. I had never heard it before, and that just started playing, and I just started crying. Like, I was crying for my at the time ex, and it was like, I can't do this. He came back to the car like, wait, what's take me home. I can't do this. But I don't know. It was like, I should have known that just meant that was a release. That was to let go. But I took it as the crying was because I wanted to be with that person, even though it did lead to a blessing in the end. But you know, still. So keep that in mind. Maybe dealing with love, maybe a connection that you need to release from, or at least y'all need to get some healing. Oh, okay. Y'all need to get some healing. Let's have a conversation, strike up a conversation or something. So we have reflection, and it says, reflect upon, bless, and be grateful for all the beautiful times in your life. Give thanks for the many blessings you receive each day. You can connect energetically to those you love. Simply feel them inside your heart. Life is beautiful. Then we have aura of love. There goes that love word again. The union of light and dark, of earth and sky, balancer of anima and animus, the merger of two souls. Acknowledge the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, both yin and yang, to create a perfect balance. You may want to pause that. Hold on, let me see. Screenshot it. I don't know. They wanted you to see that message. And then we have regret. There is nothing sadder than looking back on some part of your life with regret, wondering what you could have done but did not. Go for it. Sometimes it is better to try and fail than not to try at all. All is not lost. You still have time to turn this situation around. Let go of fear and apprehension and follow your heart. Then we have the artist. So when I saw this in the camera, it looked like a wave, like an ocean wave. And I was hearing wave of emotions. And then the flame on the forehead for me means that there is some new information being dropped into your third eye. There is like a new clarity that you're going to find soon. It says, you hold the infinite power of creation within you, a divine artist. Create something beautiful today. Feel the stars shining. You are one with the universe and nature. The eternal light of creation shines through you forever. And then we have faith. For faith gives love power. Why is that so blurry? Camera, get it together. Okay, and then we have, there are no obstacles in your way. Follow your heart. The path is safe, the way ahead clear. Have faith. Oh, well, I thought that was it. It says positive outcome. There is hope. Don't give up now. Have faith. Trust. The forces of love are at work behind the scenes. Expect a joyous and positive outcome. I just feel like there's some guidance that you are receiving that's going to help you to move forward, that's going to help you to get on track, get things on track. Let's see what we have. What are we doing next? This keeps catching my eye. I just want you to know that I am available for one-on-one messages. Just email me and I got you. Because the amount of information that wants to come out for you it's just a lot. And I think that it's not just because it's a lot of information, but it's a lot of energies, it's a lot of people that this message is for. So I mean, it's for the water signs. You know how many water signs in this world? So, let's see what messages. Oh. Okay, so we have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue. This song popped in my head. What is it? Just for the hell of it, for the smell of it. I don't know, but I don't remember. I know the song. I know it's there, but I can't. It's not coming to me. Just that part came up. But it says, it's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. So that message came out for the fire signs as well. So you could be a fire sign, or it just may be something in that message for you. So we have soul power. Okay, that was again the for the fire signs is the video right before this one. But anyway, it says soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order of the universe. So the words that stuck out to me were when it said the flow of the tides, and I saw in that face, I saw the waves. It's like I don't know. I just keep seeing it. It stuck out to me, and I keep seeing it. And something about art, and art is, you know, you have to be creative to be good at art. So I feel like that there may be like some sort of mental block, a creative block or something that you're dealing with. And it's because of your emotions are so built up and undealt with that, you know, it's creating a block within the self. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. So, you know, in order for you to get past this block, you need to access your emotions, get in touch with your emotions. I just heard release to receive. Release to receive. It says, be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. I just had a feeling of someone who there's been something that you've been dealing with, or something that you have conquered, something that you have won, or some achievement that you have made, and it's like the person that you wanted to share it with hasn't supported you, hasn't been like, you know, they haven't celebrated with you. But that does not mean you don't celebrate. You celebrate yourself. If nobody else celebrates you, celebrate yourself. Nobody else supports you, support yourself. I mean, look at me. I have 18 followers on my YouTube channel, and I get like up to, I would say, maybe two to three, not 2 to 3, 2 to 5 views on my videos. Some of my videos get this many views, and I still post consistently because I support myself and I want to support you guys. So I know these messages are going to get through to someone eventually. It's not on my timing, it's on God's timing. It's when these messages are needed, that's when people are going to find them. It's like, support yourself, support you, okay? And it says, every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge when you've achieved. What you've achieved. I was like, huh? Acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So you may need to acknowledge that you've achieved something. You reached some sort of, I'm hearing pinnacle, some sort of milestone, and you haven't even taken the time to acknowledge it yourself. Come on now. Like I said, if you ain't gonna support you, who gonna support you? I mean, of course, God is supporting you in the background, but that's on the spiritual plane. We still need support on the 3D as well. And if nobody outside of yourself is supporting you on the 3D, then you got to support you. Okay. Let's see what messages we have from the tarot. And then we'll go to the affirmations and close out. We have the Three of Wands, putting plans into action, making good choices, being impulsive, taking initiative. It's like being the one to strike up whatever healing needs to be had instead of waiting on a specific time, or just don't wait. Just make the move. We have Four of Wands. The Three of Wands and the Four of Wands came on. So I feel like that there's some sort of, you're doing something. Keep going, keep doing it, keep moving forward. And it says the 4 pillars: perfect health, perfect wealth, perfect love, and perfect self-expression. It says to treat yourself. Something about a safe haven or building a happy home. It's like, if that feels like an energy of what you want, what you're working towards, or what you're being hopeful for, is that perfect balance of everything. Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is basically the Queen of Hearts. is basically the Empress to me. It's like, you know, full of love, full of understanding, but also still having this energy of boundaries. It says, beloved, honest, comforting, a therapeutic guide, highly empathic, trusting of intuition and feelings. This feels like an energy that you need to step into. You either need to step into it or you are stepping into it. So if you are stepping into it, go ahead and just jump on in. Just go ahead and embrace it fully. And if you need to, just be yourself, because it's who you are. It's your energy. Just be you and allow it and allow that in. And then we have the Four of Swords, and it says, rest after difficulty, after going through, you know, a heartache or mental, after going through that mental battle that you have within yourself. It says replenishment, healing, letting go of those heavy thoughts and replacing it with nothing. Just taking the time to just not think, not move, not react, nothing, just resting. Alright, so for the affirmations for you, let's see. I just felt, I don't know, I just laughed, I just giggled a little bit. It just was because it was a good feeling that came over me. Like a relief or a release of something. I am beautiful inside and out. I am infinite. I am the Empress. I am the Emperor. I'm laughing at that because that message always comes out. It's like the people who follow me, the people who watch me, are building a legacy. That's the bottom line. Y'all building a legacy. Y'all legacy builders up in here, okay? I give love. Is that it? I feel like one more. I feel like one more wants to come in, and then here comes a steak. I am more than enough. I always have everything I need. I have forgiveness for myself and others. I am comfortable with asking for help when I need it. Those closest to me are protected. I heard something with that one. Those closest to me are protected. That I heard something along the lines of, be careful of who you share that energy with. If you are destined for greatness, let's say you're destined to be a celebrity or a billionaire or something, you don't want just anybody around you. You want people around you that's going to support you. You don't need no snakes in the grass. So just like, do that now. Get rid of what you need to get rid of and who you need to get rid of now before you get to that high status. Ooh, okay, high status. I am a miracle magnet. I am prosperous. I am healthy. There goes that releasing of that dis-ease, okay? I am open and ready to be positive. I am a good father. I am a good mother, or I am a good nurturer. So I pray that these messages find you in divine timing. I pray that this one wanted to show its face. I receive love. And I pray that these messages were helpful or confirming to you in some way, or healing for you in some way, or just entertaining. I thank you for following me, liking my content, sharing it, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your support. You know, I appreciate you very much. And I appreciate the fact that you show up for yourself, that you care more about your healing than how you look or what you do. You want to heal so that you can move forward, so that you can have better, so that you can be better. So I appreciate you for that. So I ask that you be grateful for that as well. Show gratitude for where you are, where you've been, and where you're going. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So I love you all. I send you plenty of love and light and healing energy. Namaste.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just be